be some kind of way out of here, said the joker to the thief. There's too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessman, they drink my wine, plowman, dig my earth. None will ever on the line, nobody offered his word, yeah. No reason to get excited. Hey guys, great to see you and welcome back to another lesson. Thanks so much for joining me for this one. So there you heard my rendition of a song called All Along the Watchtower, and I based it loosely upon the Jimi Hendrix version of the song because of course Bob Dylan wrote the song, and we're going to take a look at both versions of the song because they share a lot of similarities. Now before we get started, if you haven't already, perhaps you would consider subscribing to the channel because it really does help me out. And if you enjoy the video, well, maybe you could click on the like as well. For anybody who's interested, there is a chord arrangement and some tabs that accompany the lesson. If you're interested in those, you can click up here and go to my Patreon page and get those. Okay, so we're going to start out by taking a look at the rhythm for all versions of the song, starting with the Jimi Hendrix. So let me show you what Jimi played. He used 3 chords and he plays an A flat, a B flat, and a C minor. Okay, now for anybody who doesn't know what those chords are, just fret an E major, most people will know what that is, and move it up to the 5th fret and then put your index finger across all the strings on the 4th and you have an A flat chord. If you move it up another 2 frets, keep everything the same, you'll have a B flat. And if you move it up another 2 frets and take off your middle finger, you'll have a C minor. The thing to remember about this when you're playing the rhythm is that whenever you play the B flat, you play it for 2 beats essentially. And whenever you play the A flat or the C minor, you play those for 4. So let me show you what I mean by that. This is how it would sound. So we're on the B flat, we'll play it for 2 beats, right? And the other chords are always going to be 4, right? So we've got... And that's how it goes, just round and round and round, okay? Now, there are ways we can make it a whole lot easier than that, but I would bear that in mind for just some variation, even if you decide to play it in this other way that I'm about to show you. So, let me show you a couple of different ways that the song can be played in the Jimi Hendrix style. Now, when I played the song, I just used the chords G, A minor, and F. Okay, and you're probably going to find that a whole lot easier than playing the bar chords at that kind of tempo. You can play it a little bit slower. Okay, so that's all I was doing in my arrangement. What are we doing? We're playing a G twice, so the G will be the chord that we play twice. The A minor and the F will be what we play 4 times. Now, if you wanted to play it in the key that Jimi Hendrix plays it, using those chords that I've just played, all you need to do is take your capo and place it on the 3rd fret, okay? Now, you're playing the same chords as what I showed you at the very start with the bar chords, this little section. Yeah, so if you do decide to play it in the key Jimi Hendrix played it, you can use both sets of chords, right? All right, so that's quite another way of looking at it. So you can play this for a little while. And then go. Okay, so you can switch it up a little bit. Now, Bob Dylan, he played it capoed on the 4th fret, like so, using the same chords. So we got this G shape, the A minor, and the F. Like I say, if you're looking to sing it, you can just use those 3 chords and just move the capo around until you find a place where it suits your voice. Now, when Dylan plays a song, it's quite different. There are no stops as such. It's just like a continual kind of. The only real thing that changes there is the strumming pattern in that sense. And so whenever he plays the G, he's still kind of playing it for 2 beats like we have been doing all along. So as you can hear, I'll just slow that down. We've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah? So the way that I count this when I'm playing the Dylan version of the song is 2 always on the G, and for the F and the A minor, I count 1 and 2 and 3. So let me show you how that goes. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3, 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 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, and it should be pointed out that in the Dylan version, it's quite pacey, so it's. Yeah, so it's quite quick. Now, another thing I'd like to just point out before we move on to the intro lick, there are various things. I'll just take this off again and we'll come back to the version that I played, that you can do. Like I say, we're always looking to create interest in a sense, not do the same thing for like 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes. That can get a little bit boring. So we want to make it interesting for ourselves. And we can do that sometimes in the little interludes or the little breaks, whereby just hammering on and pulling off and doing things of that nature. So we have. And you got that lick going through the Hendrix version of the song quite a lot. That second string 1 to 3 and back. Yeah, so you hear all these little things. There's a lot of this hammering on, like I say. So you can experiment with that. Once you get comfortable with the basic arrangement, that's something that you can experiment with. Okay, so let's take a look at this intro lick. Now I'm going to show you the way I played it. If you want to play it in the key that Hendrix plays it, then you need to move everything I'm showing you up 3 frets. And if you wanted to play it over the Dylan version of the song, then you would move it up 4 frets. Okay, that makes sense, hopefully. So I'm going to play you a line and then I'm going to break it down and show you what's happening. So the first little section, I'll play nice and slowly for you. It goes like this. Okay, so we start out by sliding on the 3rd string between 7 and 9 using our middle finger. Like so. Then we jump down onto the 2nd string, 8th fret. Like that. And then we go to the 10th fret. And what we're going to do when we're there is play that 4 times and bend it. And then we hold it and then we play the note and drop it back down. So we're going, when we've dropped it back down, we're pulling off, so we've got that 8. So, okay. back to that 9th fret 3rd string, then back to the 7th fret, and we're going to slide to 9 on the 3rd string, okay? And then we're going to come back to 7, 3rd string, and play that 3 times. Okay, like I say, these tabs are available over at Patreon. So let's play that again, nice and slowly. We've got... Okay, and this next line sounds like this. Okay? So what we're doing here is we're sliding from 5 to 7 on the 4th string, onto the 3rd string 5 to 7, and then we play a quick... Okay, and what we're doing there is we're sliding from 7 to 9 on the 3rd string, and then back to 7. Pull off to 5, hammer on to the 7, so you've got... And then you're gonna, you can either slide up to from 7 to 9 to finish, or you can just play 9. And then we have the final line, which sounds like this. Okay? And what we're doing here is we're on the 3rd string and we're playing, so that's, we're playing 5 and hammering on to 7 and pulling off back to 5. Up on the 4th string 7th fret, back to the 3rd string 5th fret. And then what we're trying to do with this index finger here is do a little bar in a sense, right? So we can very quickly come down onto that 2nd string and play. Alright, so that's 5, hammer on and to 8 and pull off. Up onto the 3rd string 7. And then back to the 2nd string 8th fret. And bend. So that slow down is... So I hope that you found that helpful, guys. Whichever way you decide to go with the song, now you've got the tools there to either be it the Bob Dylan version or the Jimi Hendrix version. And more importantly, in a sense, try and put something of your own on the song. That's equally as important as anything else in a sense. Okay, so I hope that you have some fun with this one. If you have any questions, please drop those down below. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the like. And I look forward to seeing you soon with another lesson. In the meantime, you all take care.